I was a big fan of all these Asian dramas that feature these beautiful princesses, so I kind of wanted to create a look like that. I'm going to start off with the really flawless base, so I really want to make sure my foundation and everything is perfect. So I just put on my moisturizer, and I'm going to use this pore minimizer powder, and I'm going to just put that on the parts of my pores where they look kind of large. And for this part of the video, I didn't record it because my camera died. So I used the cushion compact from Innis. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a Korean cushion compact, and I'm telling you guys, I love this. I can do a review for you guys about that. And then I'm also setting my foundation with the Makeup Forever HD powder. And I just went ahead and did my contour routine and eyebrow routine. Speaking of Pony, she's one of my favorite Korean YouTubers. And she released this palette like just last year, like the end of the last year. So it was something I wanted, but I totally forgot about it. And I'm just going to use a variation of the colors. So for my eyes, I'm using these two brushes, a two-sided shader brush, and then a smaller brush for the inner corners. And just apply a red kind of color onto your lid. And I'm just going to go right above my crease, and then I'm going to buff out the edges so it's not so harsh. After you blend your hands off, you're going to use your feet for the next part of the process. No, don't use your feet. Anyways, you're going to apply this gold color on the inner half of your eye, and I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime solution before, like, you spray it on the brush and then you dip it into the eyeshadow, so it's a lot more vibrant and it stays on all day. After you're satisfied with the amount of gold, you just go into the creases of the eye with your brown and purple color. I'm using this one from the palette, and they kind of have, like, the purple has a shimmer to it and the brown is more of a matte. And I'm just going to use those two colors in combination, and I'm just going to blend it out. Use your favorite blending brush and just go ahead and buff out those harsh lines, and make sure I kind of connected the beginning of my eye with the dark matte kind of color, the same matte brown that I used earlier, and I just kind of brought it towards the inner corner of my eyes so it looked a little bit more structured and cohesive. For more drama, just add a little bit of the matte brown, the red, and the purple color in your lower lash line. And to redefine my wing eye look, I just went ahead and added that red color that I used before. And for some reason, I felt like the look was kind of lacking something, so I added a little touch of red towards that little matte brown part of the eye that I had touched up earlier. And then I made a mistake and drew like a graphic line right on it, and then I realized that I kind of like that look. So I just went ahead and extended that line a little bit and made it more dramatic. So now it just looks even more Asian. And again, there's nothing wrong with touching up anything because sometimes when you blend a lot, you lose some of the color. So I'm just retouching the gold again. Apply a thin line of gel liner onto your lash line and also make sure to blend it out because you don't want this look to be too harsh and take away from all this beautiful work that you've already created. And sometimes I'm just never satisfied, so I just go in and just double up on a color or just blend even more. So the girl's just never satisfied, okay? Alright, for this wing look, I want to make sure I clean up the edges. So I just go ahead with a concealer that's the same color as my skin tone and I just clean it up. The reason why I don't use tape is because my skin is really sensitive and it pulls at my skin. And girl, when you get old, that skin is gonna sag and I do not want sagging eyes. So I need to make sure I take care of my skin and I don't pull at it so much. So just try not to use a tape. I know a lot of people do, but I just don't like using it. I've used it before, but it bothers my eyes and my eye shape just doesn't work well with it as well. Okay, on to the favorite part of the tutorial, which is the highlight. I use a combination of the Benefit highlighter. This is the high beam, and then I also use the ColourPop color, and then also I believe it's a L'Oreal pigment. And I just like layering my highlights. Y'all know how I go, so don't hate, and just let me do my thing, okay? Just let a girl live, okay? Let her highlight the crap out of her face. Anyways, I'm going to just show you a clip of how the ColourPop highlighter looks. It's kind of like that purple iridescent look. I used this in one of my tutorials before, so it's just so pretty. It's very buttery, so you have to apply it with your fingers. And this is the pigment that I use. I think it's the L'Oreal Hit pigment. It's a really old pigment. I'm not sure if it's even made today, so just go and check it out. If you don't, you get the idea, okay? And girl, I just can't get enough pajamas, so I gotta go retouch my makeup. And for this look, I chose two colors. I wanted to make them separate, like my lip and my top lip a different color than my bottom lip, but then I realized that I didn't like it, so I changed my mind. So what I ended up doing was just keeping the purple on the outer edges of my lips, and then the inner part I used the red kind of color. So it's kind of like the ombre look, but I made sure that it was very defined with the purple on the outer corner. So it's supposed to look like your lip liner, but if you don't want to do it like that, you can just kind of blend it out. And of course, I gotta conceal those bad, horrible lines that I drew earlier. So just do your best at doing that. And you could never go wrong with body jewels, and these are like removable, so it's not like a permanent thing. And so I just kind of like glued this little jewel on the top of my lip because, you know, I can't make the full commitment of piercing my top lip because my mom would kill me. And I don't know if I could do it. Like, maybe if I was like 15 again, but no. And every Asian princess or every princess in the world needs a dramatic lash. So apply your favorite lash. I think these are still the ones from Kiss that I used like another video ago. I just need to go buy some lashes for myself. And then apply a nice and generous coat of mascara. And I always apply the mascara on my lower lash lines just because I like it. And here's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And let me know if you ever decide to recreate it. And if you don't, I know it's a little dramatic. Just let me know. What did you like? What you didn't like? And did you like my new background? Did you like my new lighting? I just got a new ring light. Come on, you guys. Notice what I do. Notice what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Tell me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And please follow me on the social media to keep up with me. I have a Snapchat and an Instagram. And I'll see you next time.